David Webb on Fox Nation. David, thanks so much for being with us today. Merry Christmas to you.
Benjamin.
This is a tragic story because both sides, the defense and the prosecution, acknowledge that this was a mistake, that she grabbed the taser over the gun, but that they reached a conclusion that it was negligent. What are your thoughts on the verdict?
Well, you said it. It's a tragic situation, and unfortunately, Kim Potter's life, well, is also now ruined. But while many will spend time litigating or relitigating the case and talking about it and its nuts and bolts, the system has spoken. She has the right to appeal. There are other things that I'm sure we'll hear about this case in the future. I'd rather focus on a message to criminals and to would-be criminals and to Americans writ large. When you don't comply with the police, when you take yourself down a path where you end up in this type of situation. Daunte Wright was certainly not innocent. I'm not saying he deserved to die. It's a tragic mistake by the police officer. But had he not gone down that path where he was already facing prison with felony charges, he was out on $100,000 bail, he certainly is not a sinner that should be turned into a saint. And this is unfortunately what usually happens in these cases. The lesson here is for us to examine the situation and to take it forward and say, how do we keep our children and our young people away from this type of situation? And if we do a better job of that, there will be fewer Daunte Wrights and fewer Kim Potters.
Yeah, I want to get your views on something else as well. Vice President Kamala Harris reportedly said that her media coverage would be better if she were a white man. And I want to read you this from the New York Times. It says that Ms. Harris has privately told her allies that the news coverage of her would be different if she were any of her 48 predecessors, all of whom were white and male. She has also confided in them about the difficulties she is facing with the intractable issues in her portfolio, such as voting rights and the root causes of immigration. What do you make of that? And let's not forget her approval rating right now. She's at 43% approve, 50% disapprove. What do you say?
Well, she's a progressive, so self-identify as a white man and get better coverage. Oh, come on, really? Kamala Harris has failed to actually do her job. She probably hasn't opened the portfolio and looked at it, or has deliberately chosen to ignore what's there. There is a crisis on the border. She's supposed to be the border sheriff. She's only shown up momentarily to go to a center. She hasn't dug into the real root causes, because this is not part of the left's agenda. The progressive left, of which she is their leader, she's the Vice President of the United States, is now pushing even further on these open border processes, taking them down, to interdict, to stop. And good for the state of Texas for stepping up. I've been saying it for years. Where the federal government fails to do its job, the state must.
You mentioned her handling of the border there. Well, House Democrat has slammed Kamala Harris on the border because she failed to return his calls. Henry Cuellar, who represents a district in Texas down there, reached out to her before her visit. He did not hear back from her, and he said this: she was tasked with that job. It doesn't look like she's very interested in this, so we're going to move on to other folks that work on this issue. Effectively just giving up on help from her and having to look elsewhere. What does that say to you?
Well, it says that he recognizes what the American people see on the daily basis on that border. What they see is a train wreck of a situation, an environmental nightmare, a human trafficking nightmare, drugs crossing the border, a Saudi Arabian man of interest tied to Yemeni terrorist groups just arrested at the border. What about the ones we don't know, the ones that got away? He sees this reality, and the reality is Kamala Harris has no interest. From Attorney General to Vice President, she could barely garner enough attention. She was a prop in part to get President Biden elected, and now she's failed as expected. But sadly, the failure really comes down on the American people who are paying the price, not just on the border, but across all communities where this administration is balkanizing America by inviting illegals to come in and then using resources taxpayers of America pay for to take care of illegal aliens.
David, thank you so much for joining us. You paint a worrying picture of the administration. We thank you very much for being here. Merry Christmas to you. Thanks, David.
Merry Christmas, Benjamin.